This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports.
And he's going to get that base hit. Landon Donner is going to round third. They're going to send him, and the throw's coming in. It's not going to be in time, and he slides in head first for the win. Now, looks to be that one's hit well to left field, and it might have a chance, and it is gone. It is a two-run home run for Andy Mock. And the Stars are on the board. It's 2-0.
And now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, fans starting to fill in here at Starion Bank Field in South Fargo, and I know you're used to hearing somebody else's voice, but I'm finally back in town after a long road trip to Williston, Dickinson, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, and now the Post 400 Stars are finally at home here today, taking on a very good team out of the West, the Bismarck Governors, Post 1 officially there. And Eric Tianson's our PA announcer tonight. We'll turn it over to him for the starting lineups.
34, Luke Pangili. Non-starters for the Stars. Number 13, Jackson Bieswinger. Number 14, Jacob Top. And number 8, Evan Erickson. And now your starters for tonight, starting off with the Governors. Batting leadoff out in right field, number 11, Carson Matchenbacher. Batting second at catcher, number 2, Crew Walker. Batting third at shortstop, number 7, Isaac Pegors. Batting cleanup out in left field, number 9, Ben Patton. Batting fifth at first base, number 8, Jack Johnson. Batting sixth at third base, number 21, Lucas Schell. Batting seventh at designated hitter, number 17, Miles Stifle. Batting eighth at second base, number 6, Ryan Kipe. Batting ninth out in center field, number 3, Jackson Klupfel. And pitching today for the Governors, number 5, Jackson Euler. And now your starters for the Post 400 Stars. Batting leadoff at shortstop, number 6, Easton Rarick. Batting second in center field, number 15, Ethan Claus. Batting third at second base, number 10, Kobe Sen. Batting cleanup and pitching, number 16, Colton Olney. Batting fifth at first base, number 18, Andy Mock. Batting sixth in left field, number 11, Caden Graff. Batting seventh at catcher, number 2, Tate Gustafson. Batting eighth at third base, number 35, Eli Mock. And batting ninth out in right field, number 5, Jake Jerichoski. Now, if you'd please direct your attention towards the American flag. Stand if you are able and remove your caps as we play our national anthem.
All right, and with that, we'll take a timeout. Be right back.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. Go Promo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, Just Go Promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
All right, welcome back. National Anthem just now coming to a conclusion here, and we are ready to rock and roll from Starry and Bank Field here in South Fargo. Mostly cloudy, 70 degrees, a little bit of smoke drifting into the air from Alberta, Canada. They had some fire issues up there, and it's traveled all the way down here to Fargo, North Dakota, but nothing that we're too concerned about. We'll remain in the, right now, 68 degrees, and probably bump up to about 70 over the course of the first game, and then drop down to about that 68, 67 degree mark, with sunset set tonight for 9:23 p.m. We'll have both of the games of the doubleheader here for you. I'll be on the first game, and then Eric Tianson will take over for game number 2. As warming up on the mound there for the Post 400 Stars is Colton Almy, and going around the bases here, you got Tate Gustafson at the catcher position. Then around the bases, Andy Mock at first, Kobe Sennett second, Easton Rarick the shortstop, Eli Mock at third. In the outfield, in left is Caden Graff, Jacob Jerichoski's in right, and Ethan Claus is in straightaway center field. And for the Bismarck Governors, batting order will look like this. Top of the order, 1, 2, 3, will be right fielder Carson Matchenbacher, the catcher Crew Walker, and the shortstop Isaac Pegors. In the middle of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6. It's left fielder Ben Patton, Jack Johnson, the first baseman, and Lucas Schell, the third baseman. And the bottom of the order, 7, 8, and 9, is the designated hitter Miles Stifel, the second baseman Ryan Kipen, the center fielder Jackson Clitfill. Not batting, your starting pitcher for the Governors is Jackson Euler. And that will start the game here. 5:31, first pitch, and that first pitch comes in for ball 1. And it's 1-0 here to Matchenbacher. And now it's 2 balls and no strikes here to Matchenbacher. And Almy will wind up and deliver strike 1 on the inside edge. 2-1 now the count here. Stars had a game scheduled for tomorrow against Aberdeen, but that game was canceled. Aberdeen had to reschedule a rain-delayed game, or a rained-out game, I should say, with a conference opponent. So they'll be staying a little bit closer to home tomorrow instead of coming up to Fargo. So that means the Stars have 2 days off until they go to Minot on Friday. We'll have both of those games for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Sen will pick that one up. He'll fire it over to first to Andy Mock, 4-3 ground out, and that's 1 away. And that'll bring up the new batter.
For the Governors, the catcher, number 2, Crew Walker.
Crew Walker. So ground out on a 4-3 for Matchenbacher. Puts 1 away here for the Governors. And now Crew Walker will step up to the plate. Of course, the West Fargo Invite starting this weekend as well. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I believe it is. First game will be at 8 o'clock in the morning. I am supposed to get the schedule for the Astros and Comets, as well as all the other teams playing at some point this evening. It is expected to arrive in my email, and then once I get that schedule, we can update our website to tell you which games we'll have on the air for you here from Starry and Bank Field. Those will be at many locations. Including Youngfield and West Fargo right here and a couple other spots as well. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Crew Walker is the count. 1 minute into the ball game. 6 pitches now for Almy. 3-3 on the ball strike split. Make that 3 balls, 4 strikes on 7. It's 1-2 now here to Crew Walker. Isaac Pegor is on deck. Ben Patton to follow if we can get that far into the lineup here, and still scoreless in the top of the first on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. As Almy will wind up, deliver the 1-2. That's grounded out towards Easton Rarick. He'll pick it up on a hop, fire it over. Andy Mott got it. 6-3, and that's 2 down here for the Governors, and that brings up Isaac Pegors.
Shortstop, number 7, Isaac Pegors.
2 up, 2 down for the Governors, and a good start here. If you're a Stars fan, you have a smile on your face with this one. We'll see how Isaac Pigors will do on this at bat here. Almy winds up, delivers, and got it down the middle for a strike. Knee level strike, and it's 0-1 here with 2 away and no runners on. 2 minutes into the ball game, and pitch number 10 coming up here for Colton Almy. And the 0-1 delivery, and that one smoked to center field, and that will be grabbed by Ethan Claus. No, it will not. It'll go over his head and all the way to the fence. And Pigors is going to be on with at least a double, and he hesitated a little bit. And he probably could have had a triple had he kept going, but he will get the double.
Now batting for the Governors, the left fielder.
Now bring up Ben Patton.
Ben Patton.
So we'll add a hit to the scoreboard there, and so 2 away and a runner on second now is Pigors. Ben Patton, Jack Johnson on deck as Almy takes a peek at Pigors. This one fouled away off the first base line for a strike, and it's 0-1. Also have some Dakota Fusion soccer coming up here on the 10th. It's the final 2 games of the season for the Dakota Fusion. Women will kick at 5. The men will follow at approximately 7 o'clock. We'll have both of those games live for you here on Magnitude Sports to wrap up the regular season for NPSL and WPSL soccer leagues. That one hit well to left, and it will drop foul. So fouled away for 2 strikes now. 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second is Pigors. Almy will lean in, get the signal here from Gustafson. He'll take a quick glance back at second and wind up and deliver. And that one hit right into the glove of the shortstop, Easton Rarick, to end the top half of the first inning of play. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 1 left on base. And that will do it here for the Governors in the top of the first. Due up here for the Stars in the bottom half will be Easton Rarick, Ethan Claus, and Kobe Sen when we return after this break here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back. Governors get a hit. It's a double by Isaac Pigors, but that's all they would be able to do is Pigors would sneak it over the head of the center fielder and it'd roll all the way to the fence. He rounded second, thinking about 3, but that accounts for the single hit in the game so far. And now Easton Rarick will lead things off against Jackson Euler on the mound here for the Bismarck Governors as we move into the bottom of the first. And the pitch will come outside for a strike, 0-1. Nice pitch there by Euler as it caught the outer edge of the frame of the plate. And he got the exact same spot that time for back-to-back strikes. Around the bases here, Jack Johnson at first, Ryan Kipe at second, Isaac Pigors the shortstop as the 1-2 comes in. And that will be Pigors with the leaping grab, and that's out number 1. And then Lucas Schell is playing at third. Crew Walker behind the plate catching the pitches of Jackson Euler.
The center fielder, number 15, Ethan Claus.
And then in the outfield, you have Ben Patton in left, Carson Matchenbacher in right, and Jackson Clitfill in straightaway center field. As that pitch will hit a little bit of bat, fouled for a strike, 0-1. And that one's going foul and out of play. So it's a quick 0-2 count here to Ethan Claus. If you're looking at your camera or on your screen at home, if it appears a little smoky, that's because it actually is. There's a 3-pitch strikeout to Ethan Claus. Not a bad way to start things off here for Jackson Buehler.
Baseman, number 10, Kobe Sen.
Kobe Sen looking to cancel out a hitting drought. Went 0 for 5 yesterday against Moorhead. 0 for 5 in that 10-inning game against Dickinson, and then 0 for 3 in the first game of the doubleheader against Dickinson. And to the best of my knowledge, it's been a while since he's had a hit. And that will change right there. Maybe he just needed home field there. Kobe Sen on with a single, and he finally ends the drought.
Up next for the Stars, the pitcher, number 16, Colton Olme.
Colton Olme will step up, try and duplicate that performance there from Kobe Sen. Kobe must have watched the game yesterday. He's like, I hate that announcer guy. I need to get a hit. Here's the pitch inside, nearly nicked his left knee in for ball 1. So once again, 2 away here. Runner on first is Kobe Sen there, and we'll allow the parents to take care of their issues here with their kids, and should we turn that mic back up in about 20 seconds here. 2 balls and no strikes here to Colton Olme, the batter. 2 away, Andy Mock on deck with runner on is Kobe Sen. And they tried to pick Sen off to no success there at first. So remain 2-0 here to Colton Olme. Once again, the fall and winter schedule starting to come together on our website as well. You can go to msportsnet.com/schedule. Check out all the games that we have in the fall and winter sports season. Already some football, volleyball, and even some basketball on the schedule here. All on the Minnesota side right now, nothing North Dakota. But I'm sure that'll change. 3-1 the count now here to the batter, Colton Olme. Once again, Andy Mock is on deck. The runner on is Sen. And this one will be line drive into the glove of Ryan Kipe at second, and that will end the inning.
For the Stars in the bottom half of the first inning.
No runs on one hit.
One left on base and no governor errors. Your score after
and they leave 1 on base, and we'll be back after this here on Magnitude Sports. Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back here. Leading things off for Bismarck will be batters 5, 6, and 7. Jack Johnson, Lucas Schell, and Miles Stifel. Colton Olme will have pitch 14 here as we enter in the top of the second inning. Took 11 minutes to play the first inning of play, and each team gets a single hit, including Kobe Sen, who ends a long drought of going hitless at the plate. There's a strike thrown by Colton Olme. And it's 0-1 here to Jack Johnson. If you're a Governors fan watching from Bismarck, we certainly appreciate you tuning in today. We wish your team the best of luck here on Magnitude Sports this afternoon in these two doubleheaders against the Stars. That one's fouled away off the first baseline for strike number 2. And on 15 pitches for Almy, 12 of them have been recorded as strikes. So Almy will get the signal here from Gustafson. Set, wind, and deliver the 0-2. And tried to get Johnson to chase to the outside, but Johnson did not follow. And 1-2 is the result.
Go 400.
That one will sneak its way between short and third into left field for the base hit. And that puts a runner on, and that brings up Lucas Schell.
Up next for the Governors, the third baseman, number 21, Lucas Schell.
So that's the second hit of the game now for the Governors. And once again, Lucas Schell. I'll put Miles Stifle on deck. And the runner on is Jack Johnson on first. So Almy from the stretch will glance over at Johnson on first. And now he'll deliver to Schell. And Schell will foul that one away over the Stars dugout off the first baseline and out of play. It's 0-1 now here to Schell.
Let's go White.
If you have family that aren't able to watch this game live today, not to worry. With about 10 minutes of the game going final, we'll have it for you available on demand at our website. Just click on demand, select archives, and you'll find it right towards the top of the list there. All the recent games are towards the top. Swing and a miss on a pitch lower on the outside. That would have made the count 1-1. Instead, it's an 0-2 in favor of Colton Almy. And time is called, so that pitch will not count for anything. He'll remain at 19 pitches. His next official pitch will be pitch number 20 so far. Once again, Eric Tianson will be on the play-by-play for game number 2. We got Lexi on board working scoreboard and other as-needed items as well here today as well. Almy will nod and deliver. Drops it in for a ball. Nice block by Gustafson to keep it in front of him and keep Johnson on first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. 15 strikes, 5 balls on 20 pitches here for Colton Almy. Not a bad start. Only 1 hit allowed and a swing and a miss there for a strikeout. So that brings up Miles Stifle now with 1 out.
Is the designated hitter, number 17, Miles Stifle.
Once again, Jack Johnson, the runner on first. Ryan Kite comes up to the on-deck circle here with Stifle in the plate, in the batter's box. Swing and a miss. A little sinker that floated out. Kind of a nasty pitch there to swing and miss at. But the end result is an 0-1 count. This one is out and down and out for a ball. 1-1 the count now here to Stifle. Stars dropped a back-and-forth battle against the Moorhead Blues yesterday. It was a single 9-inning game. They lose that one, if I remember correctly, 7-4 was the final score. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Comets played a scheduled 9-inning that ended in 7, and they would lose that one 7-1. As Moorhead Golds will get a solo shot to wrap up the scoring over the left field fence. This one popped up, right field, chasing after it. There's Jerichoski, and he'll make the grab. So that's 2 away.
2 up next for the Governors, the second baseman, number 6, Ryan Kipe.
Ryan Kipe steps up to the plate now here for the Governors. "17 minutes into the ball game now. Almy will deliver a strike to Kipe. Say that 3 times fast. A strike to Kipe. 0-1 here with Johnson, the runner, on first. He's been there for a while now, and there's 2 away. We'll see if Almy can finish this inning off here as he takes a peek over at first. And the 0-1 delivered down the middle for 0-2. You'd imagine if that kind of pitching continues here, that the Governors are going to take some swings at it, and eventually it's going to pay off. But right now, the Stars getting some free strikes here. And the 0-2 is low, and runner goes. That's Johnson up to second, and he will not be there in time as Rarick comes in to cut off the throw. He'll advance on the steal. Pitch comes across as a ball, 1-2. And the 1-2, and he'll reach for it and chop it foul before it reaches third base, and it'll remain 1-2. Pitch number 5 of the at-bat coming up here for Ryan Kipe. Jackson Klitfeld would be on deck if Kipe can reach base. Johnson in scoring position here, and a base hit could put the Governors on the board here on Tuesday Night Baseball on Magnitude Sports. See if Almy can avoid that on pitch 30 here. And that'll be a little chopper. Easton Rarick, no, check that. Eli Mock will come in. The Mock-to-Mock connection. Eli to Andy on the 5-3 ends the top half of the second inning. And due up in the bottom of the second. It's batters 5, 6, and 7. Andy Mock, Caden Graff, Tate Gustafson, and Jackson Euler will toss pitch 13. We're 19 minutes into the game. We'll be back after this message on Magnitude.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Welcome back. We have a trio of hits, but no runs across the board yet here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. 20 minutes into the ball game, batters 5, 6, and 7 due up here for the post 400 Stars as we move into the bottom of the second inning now here on Tuesday Night Baseball on Magnitude. And a swing and a miss for a strike there on Andy Mock, and it's 0-1. And Mock will get that one off the upper handle of the bat, foul it away for strike 2. Caden Graff on deck. Euler now 14 pitches. The next one here will be pitch number 15, according to my numbers unofficially. He'll wind up and deliver. The 0-2 is going in center field, and he'll drop for a hit. It'll be good for a single. And that is the second hit of the game for the Stars, bringing up Caden Graff.
Up next for the Stars, the left fielder, number 11, Caden Graff.
Both teams with 2 hits each and 22 minutes into the game. Here in the bottom of the second, a lot of 2s on the board right now. Caden Graff 0-1 on that swing and a miss there. And that one will skip into the glove of Walker for ball 1, even up the count at 1-1 on 17 pitches now for Euler. 13 of the 17 have been recorded as strikes. Once again, a strike is anything that's not a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike in the pitch. And that one comes in a little low for a ball. And it's 2-1 now here to Caden Graff. Once again, the runner on first is Andy Mott for the Post 400 Stars. Knotted up at 0 here in the bottom half of the second inning at Starry and Bank Field in Fargo as the pitch comes outside for ball 3. And the 3-1 is fouled away, and now we have a full count. Stars up in Minot Friday, doubleheader starting at 5 o'clock. Second one scheduled for a 7 o'clock start. Take on the Vistas, who were recently down in Fargo and dropped 2 to Fargo Post 2. That one will skim off the top of the back into the backstop, and will remain a full count here at 3-2. So payoff pitch number 2 coming up here for Jackson Euler. And once again, the runner on is Andy Mock on first. And payoff number 2. Mott takes off, and that one's hit right to second. Now, can they get the double play? They can. It'll be a 4-3 unassisted double play, and that puts 2 outs on the board. And that will bring up Tate Gustafson.
Now batting for the Stars, the catcher, number 3, Tate Gustafson.
Nice job there by Ryan Kipe to slide over closer to second, scoop that one up, apply the tag, and toss it over to first. Excellent job there defensively for the Governors. 0-1 now here to Gustafson. Eli Mock is on deck. If Gustafson can reach base, as nobody is on now. And the 1-1 delivery. And that one's hit to left field. And he'll make the grab. That's Ben Patton, and that ends the inning. So the fly out for Gustafson to left field will end the inning here for the Stars.
After 2 innings, 0-0.
They leave nobody on base, and they get 1 hit, and that'll send us to the top of the third with batters 9, 1, and 2. Jackson Clipville, Carson Matchenbacher, Crew Walker, Almy with pitch 31 after this break here on Magnitude. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, 2 hits apiece, no score here on the Sean Carlson Town & Country Credit Union scoreboard. Once again, it's the 9, 1, and 2 batters due up here for the Bismarck Governors. As Jackson Clipville will step up to the plate here for Bismarck. Almy on 30 pitches, 23 strikes, 7 balls. He'll toss pitch 31 as we get the 26-minute mark of the ball game now. And that one will be chipped foul towards the Stars dugout for strike number 1 to Jackson Clipville. Once again on deck is the top of the order, Carson Matchenbacher. And the 0-1 delivery here from Almy will skip on the left side batter's box for ball 1. Once again, a little smoky out there. If you're kind of curious, it's not an issue with any of our equipment. There was a fire up in the Alberta, Canada area, and the smoke from that fire has made its way down to Fargo, North Dakota. So nothing to adjust on your TV set at home. Just we'll do the best we can here to cut through that smoke. It's really not too bad, but if you watch games here on Magnitude from Starry and Bank Field often, you definitely notice the difference. There's no doubt about it. 2-2 the count here to Clipville. And Almy will deliver, and that was just a little high, and you may have heard a few moans there as it kind of looked like a strike from my vantage point here, but Almy looking for a second strikeout. He's not going to get it on that pitch, as it'll be Claus picking it up in right field, and he'll fire it into Kobe Sen. And that's good for a single.
Bringing
puts
up
the runner
top of the order
on
for the Governors.
for
Your
Clipville
right
at
fielder,
first.
number 11, Carson Matchenbacher.
Carson Matchenbacher 0 for 1, grounded out to Kobe Sen on a 4-3 at second base last time he was at the plate. Once again, Jackson Clipville standing on first here. That's the third hit of the game for the Bismarck Governors. And these two teams producing hits, but so far no runs. And now Matchenbacher is showing bunt. Pulls the bunt back as the pitch comes outside for a ball. And it's 1-0 as Clipville will touch up on first base. Clipville will hustle off, get that marginal lead there, and Almy will look over at him. And he'll wind up and deliver the 1-0, and once again a bunt, and it's bunted foul. It appeared to be a nice bunt there by Matchenbacher, but it kind of went straight down off the bat, right in front of home plate behind the hash marks of the front end of the batter's box. Results in a 1-1 count. We'll see if he shows bunt here again. Kind of get this feeling he might, and he does. And that will come outside for a ball, and Gustafson will hustle up, make sure Clipville stays on first. 2 balls and a strike now here to Matchenbacher, and with a 2-1 count and nobody out, he might show bunt again. We'll see. Kind of looks like he's just, yep, he will definitely show bunt once again. And now he'll pull it back. As third baseman playing in, he missed it. That'll be nicked foul, and now with 2 strikes, you're not going to see any bunt attempt. At least we wouldn't think so, as Eli Mock will back up to his original spot. So he was playing about 45 feet up that third base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes now here, and Almy looking for a second strikeout of the game. He only has 1 so far. So he takes a glance over at Clipville on first. Set and deliver the 2-2. Fired foul off into right field. They'll remain 2-2. So we hit the 30-minute mark of the ball game now. A new ball will come into play. Crew Walker is on deck. Once again, Matchenbacher representing the top of the order here for the Bismarck Governors. And Almy will set. Glance over at first. And the 2-2. And Clipville takes off, and he'll make it safely. So now it's a full count here, with Clipville up to second. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Matchenbacher, with Crew Walker on deck, and this will be pitch 43 for Almy. So Almy will lean in, get the signal here from Gustafson, nod his head. And time is called. It's the second time the Governors had a runner in scoring position here, but nobody's been able to come in yet. That one will hit him. That one appeared to come down in the middle, and then it kind of did an opposite curve to the left. I think he wanted it to break to the other side, but
2 up next for the Governors, the catcher, number 2, Crew Walker.
Crew Walker grounded out to Easton Rarick on a 6-3 to the shortstop last time he was at the plate. So now 2 runners on with nobody out. And the Stars are going to have to do some work here. Otherwise, they'll be in trouble sooner than later. And they will allow the runners to advance, and no need for the sacrifice bunt now, and Crew Walker can just swing. Official gonna go out and take a look at the baseball, make sure that he approves of it. Maybe share some words about not hitting the batters. So 1 ball, no strike here to Crew Walker as the runners Matchenbacher and Clipville advance to second and third respectively. And the 1-0. And that one will hit him, and that'll load the bases. So that brings up Isaac Pegors. And now you got a bases loaded jam with nobody out.
For the Governors, the shortstop, number 7, Isaac Pegors.
Pegors was able to sneak one over the head of Ethan Claus in center field for a double last time. And if he duplicates that performance today, that would be, or on this at bat, that'd be good news for the Governors and bad news for the Stars. As Crew Walker on first base will make some adjustments there after getting a couple words in with coach. And now we'll have the post 400 Stars coach come out to the mound for a few words here. As once again, nobody out and the bases are loaded after 2 batters hit by a pitch. Back to back. Which put the runner on first, and then the runner would steal second. And then the next pitcher would be, or the next hitter would be hit by a pitch, and he would advance to first on the hit by a pitch to load the bases here. So the Stars, I guess for lack of better wording, have experience in this scenario. They had a bases loaded, nobody out scenario in the 10-inning game against Dickinson, where one of the Dickinson batters would fly out to right, and the Stars would come up with a remarkable 9-2, 5-2 double play to put 2 outs on the board. And that is that's one way to get out of a bases loaded jam, but not the most common way. We'll see if the Stars can pull off a little magic like that again here or not. They had this situation a couple times yesterday against the Moorhead Blues as well. Once again, the Stars' final home game until they go to Minot. It seems like it kind of feels like this is their only home game of the year so far for the post 400 Stars. That one will come out for a strike. I'd have to look back on the schedule. I might be exactly right. I can't remember if the Stars have played a game here yet. And the 0-1. And that one fouled into the dirt. And if they have played a game, I'll get a text message pretty soon. And if they haven't, then either nobody cares or I'm exactly right. One of the two. Or maybe a combination of both. 0-2 now the count here to Isaac Pegors. Once again, he doubled to center field his last time at the plate. And that was the first hit of the game here for the Governors. Now they have 3. Looking for more, nobody out, bases loaded. Swing and a miss as he goes to the outside and catches him. Chasing after it, and that's 1 out. And now
up next
Ben
for the
Patton
Governors, the
steps
left
up.
fielder, number 9, Ben Patton.
I have no text messages yet, so I might be right. Swing and a miss, and Patton, or Almy, excuse me, starting to pick up where he started off with, throwing a whole bunch of strikes. But as I said earlier, the Governors on pitches like that will eventually start swinging, and it might pay off for him. That pitch floats to the outside. Patton doesn't chase it. That'll even up the count at a ball and a strike. 1 out. Runners on. Crew Walker on first. Carson Matchenbacher on second. Jackson Clitfill on third. And the batter once again is Ben Patton. 0 for 1. Grounded out on a 6-3 ground out to the shortstop. Swing and a miss here for strike 2. And Almy looking for another K to add to his collection here. He has 2 so far. And this would be a big pitch right here if he can get a strikeout. And he'll ground it out towards Rarick. Rarick to second, now over to first. They cannot get it. He's safe at first as the ball hits the ground as it goes into the hop, into the glove of Andy Mock. But they do get the runner at second
Now batting for the Governors, the first baseman, number 8, Jack Johnson.
And Clittville will come in to score. So it's 1-0 now here in favor of the Governors on the Fielder's Choice ground out RBI, if that's what you want to call it. So 1-0, now the throw home and the play at the plate, and he's out. Now on the inning, so the Governors get 1 instead of 2 as Matchenbacher tries to come home and score, and he pays the price. But the Governors take the lead here in the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard here. They lead 1-0 here at Starion Bank Field in Fargo. Back after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. It's batters 8, 9, and 1 here for the Stars. Now trailing 1-0 to the Governors on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Third baseman Eli Mock steps into the batter's box. So the Governors get 1 run on 1 hit. And the second attempted run was tagged out at home when the runner on first stole second to create that 6-2 as Mock delivers it to left field and fair. That's good for a double for Eli Mock.
Up next for the Stars, the right fielder, number 5, Jake Jerichoski.
So runner on second now is Mock. He's in scoring position, looking to tie the game with nobody out here, and Jacob Jerichoski at the plate. And he'll show bunt. He'll bunt it down the first baseline. Jack Johnson fires it over to third for the out. Or no, he's safe.
Back to the top of the order for the Stars. It's the shortstop, number 2, Easton Rarick.
So runners on the corners. I thought I saw the official put his arm up with the fist, but apparently not. So Jerichoski on with a bunt single. Well, actually, he's on with a bunt fielder's choice, to be more precise. And that one hit to center, and it's over the head of Jackson Clittville. Coming around to score is Eli Mock. And now Jacob Jerichoski from first base will go into third. And it's a 2-run RBI triple for Easton Rarick.
Now batting for the Stars, the center fielder, number 15, Ethan Claus.
As the Stars now take the lead here in the bottom of the third, and they have a runner on third with nobody out. Now we'll see what Ethan Claus does. He's 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. And the delivery, and he'll pop that one up over our broadcast booth here for strike 1. So Eli Mock scores from third. Jacob Jerichoski scores from first. On the RBI 2-run RBI triple for Easton Rarick. And now Ethan Claus fouls another one away for strike number 2. As time is called here momentarily, allow Ethan Claus to get set up and settled into the batter's box. 30 pitches for Euler now. 24 of them have been recorded as strikes, and now 7 of them on 31 have been recorded as balls, and it's a ball and 2 strikes to Ethan Claus. Kobe Sen is on deck with Colton Almy to follow if we can get that far into the inning. Once again, Easton Rarick is on third. It's a 2-1 lead for the Stars. That one comes off the handle of the bat, and it will drop inside the Governor's dugout there as Lucas Schell would run out of room to try and make a play on it. Pitch comes inside for a ball, and it's 2-2. 2 fouled away pitches followed by 2 balls, mix that up a little bit. 4 pitches, we'll just leave it at that. There's pitch 5, hits the corner for a strikeout looking. And that's 1 down here for the Stars. There's Kobe Sen.
Second baseman, number 10, Kobe Sen.
1 for 1 with a single. We'll see if he can do it again. And he'll pop it up. And he'll drop for a strike as neither Walker or Johnson could get there to make a play on it. And that pitch will miss for a ball. That'll even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Once again, the Astros and Comets will be playing in the West Fargo Invite. That starts Friday at 8 a.m. and goes on for the next few days. That'll be a ground out to short, 6-3 for Kobe Sen. As he moves to 1-2, brings up Colton Almy now.
2 up next for the Stars, the pitcher, number 16, Colton Almy.
So once again, the Astros Comets playing in the West Fargo Invite. Our schedule on our website at Magnitude Sports, msportsnet.com, should hopefully be updated later tonight, if not by the morning, with who's playing who and what time and what field and all that good stuff and which ones will be broadcasting. And I was informed that I should get that in my email a little bit later today, hopefully before these 2 games are over. That would be another ground out to short there as B. Gores will fire it over into the glove of Jack Johnson. Now on the inning.
For the Stars in the bottom of the 3rd, 2 runs scored on 2 hits, 1 left on base, and no Governor errors. Your score after 3.
So with that, it'll bring up Jack Johnson, Lucas Schell, and Miles Stifles. Batters 5, 6, and 7. Almy will toss pitch 53 right after this message here on Magnitude Sports.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Number 8, Jack Johnson.
All right, welcome back. Jack Johnson, 1 for 1 with a single into shallow left field last time he was at the plate. And Almy with pitch 53 now. And that one's ripped right to first there. Glove by Andy Mock, and he'll step on the bag for the first out. So direct ground out to first there by Jack Johnson. And that brings up the next batter here, Lucas Schell for the Bismarck Governors.
For the Governors, the third baseman, number 21, Lucas Schell.
Post 400 stars overall, 14, 12, and 2. Those 2 ties came in Kansas and 1 in South Dakota. Both of them weather related. And here we are, 20, let's see, do the math on that, 14, 12, 26, 2 ties is 28. So here we are, 29 games later, and the Stars are playing at home for the first time this season. I got that confirmed during the commercial break. And to come out of the road portion of the start of the season above 500, pretty impressive. To not have a home game and pick up 14 wins on the road. So, of course, they've 12 losses in the 2 ties. I'm sure they wish they could have had a couple of those back. Had 1 bad inning at Bellevue West High School in Omaha, Nebraska. That cost them a game. That one will drop into center field. There's Claus will scoop it up and fire it into Kobe Sen. That's a hit for Lucas Schell. Puts him on, and that brings up Miles Stifle.
Number 17, Miles Stifle.
So let's see here. Post 400 with 5 hits and Bismarck with 4. We'll make that adjustment here. And that one will find its way into left field. And that will move Schell up to second and put 2 runners on with Stifle on with the single. And that's another hit now.
Second baseman,
brings up Ryan Kipe.
Ryan Kipe.
Kipe grounded out on the Mock-to-Mock connection. Third to first. Eli to Andy. Last time he was at the plate. So you got 1 away. Lucas Schell on second. Miles Stifle, the runner, on first here for the Governors. And the pitch is right down the middle for a strike. Nicely thrown pitch there by Almy. Kipe may have given him one there. Jackson Clitfall on the on-deck box there. So reach the 50-minute mark of the ball game now. Almy will, on the stretch, get the signal, glance at second. Ignore first and deliver the 0-1, and they'll drop in for a ball, and Gustafson runs up the third base line to pick it up, and that forces Schell to stay at second. It's 1-1 as a result. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on. Schell on second, Stifle on first. The batter once again is Ryan Kipe. Grounded out to third. Eli to Andy Mock last time he was at the plate. And the pitch. It will miss for a ball, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike is what I'm trying to say. And the 2-1 delivery. And that one will miss outside, and it's 3-1 now here to Ryan Kipe. The next pitch for Almy will be 60. 39-20 on the ball strike split in favor of strikes on 59 pitches here. Almy will lean in, get the signal here from Gustafson. Now take a quick look at second, and he will ignore first and deliver the 3-1. Got it over the edge for a strike. Full count, 3-2. 60 pitches now, 40 of them have been recorded as strikes for Colton Almy. Once again, Stifle on first, Schell on second for the Bismarck Governors. And a full count here to the batter, Ryan Kipe, with Jackson Clitfell on deck, 1 away. Almy winds up and delivers. And that one will drop in for ball 4, and that'll load the bases with 1 out for Jackson Clitfell, who singled into right center last time he was at the plate.
Number 3, Jackson Clitfell.
That'll move Carson Matchenbacher on deck, as we'll return to the top of the order here if Clitfell can get on base with no double plays happening. The Governors have the tying run, Lucas Schell on third. And swing and a miss there. Kind of looked like one of those pitches you see in a video game, and when you swing and miss at it, you're angry at yourself for pushing the button too soon. And that's kind of a similar feeling right there. And that one comes inside, and that's back-to-back swings and misses. Once again, Almy looking for his third strikeout. He has 2 so far. And he'll just miss it there as he tried to get Clitfill to chase to the outside, and he may have also tried to catch the corner and just missed it. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Jackson Clitfill. Once again, top of the order, Carson Matchenbacher on deck. And that one's chopped towards first, and they're going to say it's foul. So everybody will return back 90, 90, 90, and about 75 feet for Clitfill. It will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2. Missed it. Now it's even. Once again, Clitfill singled into right center field last time he was at the plate. And the Governors would love for him to duplicate that here on this 2-2 pitch. And the 2-2 delivery. Tried to hit the corner again, and he missed it again. So now it is a full count here, and he cannot miss it again. Payoff pitch. Got it. Got him looking. And that is his 3rd K of the afternoon. That returns us to the top of the order here. Carson Matchenbacher.
That brings up the top of the order for the Governors, the right fielder, number 11, Carson Matchenbacher.
Matchenbacher 0 for 1. Grounded out to Kobe Sen. The second time he stepped up, he was hit by a pitch. This is his 3rd time around. Pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. And now the next pitch for Almy will be pitch 70. So throwing a lot of pitches here in the top half of the 4th inning. I believe it came in with about 54, if memory serves me correctly. And the 1-0. Swung on right to Easton Rarick. 2 hops, a little underhand flip there to Sen at second. That'll be the force out, and that's all they need. The run will not score, and they'll leave a total of 3 stranded on base here in the top half of the 4th. We'll return after this break here on Magnitude.
No star errors.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Stars hanging on to a 2-1 lead here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. And they bring out the bats here in the bottom of the fourth with Andy Mott, Caden Graff, Tate Gustafson. Batters 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup due up here for the Stars as Jackson Euler will toss pitch 38 right now. And that'll be grounded off, foul off the handle of the bat for strike one. 29 strikes, 9 balls on 38 pitches for Jackson Euler, according to my numbers unofficially. Here's the windup on pitch 39, excuse me, and that's fouled away for strike two. And the 0-2, that one will skip off the turf. Walker will eventually gobble it up in his glove, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 40 pitches now, 30 strikes, 10 balls for Euler. Pitch 41 coming up here as soon as the official kicks off the brown shredded turf shreds that are on the plate. No sand here to deal with, so not sure what he was doing there, but that one's going to be popped up. That's going into right field. Chasing after it are 3 players, and it'll be caught there by Matchenbacher. For a moment, I thought it dropped.
For the Stars, the left fielder, number 11, Caden Graff.
But even though you can't see it at home, that's because my little white mouse is on the screen, and I need to take that off. I thought that was the baseball for a moment. So 1 down now here as Andy Mock will pop out into shallow left. Caden Graff now grounded out to Ryan Kite, the second baseman, on a 4-3 last time he was at the plate. Faces a 2 balls, no strike count now here after the first couple pitches. We're seconds away from the 1 hour mark of the ball game here. It's been a fast hour too. Three balls, no strikes here in the bottom of the fourth. Moving along fairly nicely for game 1. Time is called. That'll be a 4-pitch walk here for Caden Graff. So runner on for Tate Gustafson. Flied out to Ben Patton and left last time he was at the plate.
Gustafson.
And this one will be chopped, and it'll go foul off the third baseline for a strike, 0-1. Once again, Caden Graff, the runner on first here for the Stars, leading 2-1 on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Once again, those tuning in from Bismarck, hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, with the exception of the score there. Please don't say anything negative in regards to that here. They certainly got a chance to battle back here, but they got to play some defense and get the bats out of the hands of the Stars before that can happen. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Tate Gustafson. Eli Mock is on deck. But a pretty good baseball game here between these two teams so far. There's a chance for a double play, and it's a 6-3 unassisted double play as Isaac Pegors will glove it, step on the bag, toss it over to Jack Johnson, and that ends the inning. So now they'll get a chance to bat. Trailing by 1, they'll have a chance to even things up when we return after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town and Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town and Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
right, welcome back. Starting Bank Field here in South Fargo.
For the Governors, the catcher number 2, Crew Walker.
Crew Walker, Isaac Pegors, Ben Patton will be the batters here. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup for the Governors as they trail 1-1 run here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. And the pitch, and that's fouled off into the backstop for strike 1. Crew Walker 0 for 1, grounded out to Easton Rarick on a 6-3, and then he was hit by a pitch. And this is his third trip to the plate here in game 1. 71 pitches now for Almy. Here's pitch 72. And the 0-1, swing and a miss for strike 2. 47 strikes on 72 pitches for Colton Almy. Once again, around the bases here for the Stars, you got Andy Mock at first, Colby Sennett second, Easton Rarick the shortstop, Eli Mock at third, Tate Gustafson catching, Colton Almy pitching, Caden Graff in left, and that will be grounded out to Andy Mock, and he'll step on the bag for out number 1. Caden Graff in left, Jacob Jerichoski in right, and Ethan Claus in straightaway center.
Up next for the Governors, the shortstop number 7, Isaac Pegors.
That brings up Isaac Pegors. He doubled over the head of Ethan Claus all the way to the fence in his first time around, and then he was a victim of a strikeout last time he was at the plate. And Almy will wind up and deliver. Inside and nearly push Pegors off the plate there. May have generated a little wind right on the pants there, right around his knees. A little gust is probably the better word to use. That one comes in for a strike, and it's 1-1 now here to Isaac Pegors. Ben Patton on deck. We'll see him for sure. Possibly Jack Johnson if we can get that far into the lineup this inning here. 1 ball and 1 strike to Isaac Pegors. And Almy will deliver. Pegors will swing, and that's strike 2. No games Wednesday or Thursday for the Stars, Astros, or Comets here at home. Astros are playing up in Devils late tonight. If we get score updates from that game, we'll pass them along to you. And there's strikeout number 3, number 3 for Almy.
Now batting for the Governors, the left fielder number 9, Ben Patton.
Check that. I'm a strikeout behind. Yeah, it was strikeout number 4. I just checked the scorecard there. And this one grounded foul. And Patton 0 for 2. Grounded out to the shortstop, Easton Rarick on a 6-3, and then reached on a fielder's choice last time he was at the plate. And now the 0-1 pitch from Almy. Inside and got it in for a strike. It's 0-2. Must have broke just a little bit to come over the outer edge of the plate there, because that looked a little inside to me. And this one going straight to center field. And the catch is made there by Ethan Claus to end the inning. So the Stars will hang on to their 2-1 lead here as we roll into the bottom of the 5th after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Off the bottom of the 5th for the Stars, the third baseman, number 35, Eli Mock.
Well, we got a good game here at Starry & Bank Field. We also have another good one up in Devils Lake. The Post 400 Astros tied with Devils Lake 1-1 with one out in the top half of the fifth inning. And the Astros batting, they have a runner on first now as well. So that one's fouled away to even up the count at a ball and a strike here to the batter, Eli Mock. 1 for 1 with a double down the left field line last time he was at the plate. He would eventually come in to score along with a couple of his teammates and make it, or one other of his teammates, I should say, 2-1. That one popped up right field, and charging in there is Matchenbacher, and it will drop for a hit. He will not quite get there, needed the extra step, but couldn't quite get there in time.
Next for the Stars, the right fielder, number 5, Jake Jerichoski.
Jake Jerichoski reached base on you could call it a bunt fielder's choice, as Jack Johnson came charging down the first base line, fired it over to third, but couldn't get the runner out at third, and as a result, Jerichoski would reach on the bunt fielder's choice. He'll try to pick off at first there on Mock, and no success on that try. And Mock will quickly get another lead off on first, as Euler will send it in, and Jerichoski showing bunt, missed it, strike one. And now he'll show bunt again. He'll pull it back as the pitch comes outside. Walker threatening to throw up to first, but more of a warning to Eli Mock to get back to the bag. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Here to Jerichoski. The 1-1, and they'll bunt that right back into the glove of Euler. He'll fire it up to second, now back over to first, safe at first. So Jerichoski on with another fielder's choice.
That brings up the top of the order for the Stars. It's the shortstop, number 2, Easton Rarick.
Easton Rarick, 1 for 2. Line drive out to Pegors at shortstop, and then he tripled into center field. It was a 2-run triple to give the Stars the 2-1 lead that they have presently. Runner goes, and now the throw up to second, and I think he's out. Now, no, they originally called him out, and then the official said he was safe because it looks like Kipe dropped the ball. So Jerichoski will steal second. All he had to do was hang on to the ball there, and he would have been out, but it may have had something to do with the feet first slide by Jerichoski that may have popped the ball out of the glove. That one's ripped to high, pop up to right field there, and Matchenbacher will make the grab, and now the throw to third to keep Jerichoski at second.
Next for the Stars, the center fielder, number 15, Ethan Claus.
Nice throw there by Matchenbacher to get it into third to keep Jerichoski on second base. And now Ethan Claus, who struck out swinging and struck out looking, and now he has an 0-1 count. And the delivery. And this one will drop in for a ball. Jerichoski will stay put on second. Hour and 11 minutes into the ball game now. Jackson Euler with 57 pitches, excuse me. Pitch 58 on the horizon here as he takes a peek at Jerichoski on second, delivers low for a ball 2. Two one. That one's popped up. And calling off Matchenbacher is Jackson Clipfill in center field for the catch. That's 2 retired now here that's 3 retired now here for the Stars. 1 hour and 11 minutes through 5 innings of play, and the Stars leave 1 runner on base. And we go to the
Your
top of
score
the sixth
after
now
5.
after this.
Stars lead.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back to Starion Bank Field. It's a 2-1 lead here for the Post 400 Stars. As we move into the top of the sixth inning now. Pitch comes in for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Jack Johnson, the batter. 5, 6, and 7 for Bismarck. Swing and a miss, and that'll even the count at a ball and a strike. Jack Johnson's 1 for 2. He singled to left, grounded out directly to Andy Mock at first last time he was at the plate. We'll see batters 5, 6, and 7 this inning here for the Bismarck Governors. Jack Johnson, Lucas Schell, Miles Stifle due up pending changes. 2 balls and a strike now here to Jack Johnson. And that's, ooh, Bismarck coach there nearly got drilled in the hip with that one. Glad that he was able to get out of the way, and he just barely got out of the way on that one too. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I talked to him, no, I talked to somebody else during the pregame show to get some name pronunciations, and in fact, the coach standing on third base is the one that I talked to. So, but they've always been a great team and great set of kids and great coaches, and never had any issues going up and saying hi to them.
Up next for the Governors, the third baseman, number 21, Lucas Schell.
So Jack Johnson advances the first via hit by a pitch. That brings up Lucas Schell, who's 1 for 2. Struck out swinging his first time, then he singled into shallow center on his most recent trip to the plate. And Almy with pitch 86 now as he leans in to get the signal from Gustafson. Peeks over his left shoulder at Jack Johnson on first, and the bunt. And that rolls foul up the first base line. He might show bunt at least one more time here. Once again, on our website, sportsnet.com, we have the fall and winter sports schedule coming together. We have some football, volleyball, and basketball already on the schedule, and those are for sure dates, pending weather changes maybe. And a little flip to first there from Almy to Mock on the 1-3 will get Schell out, but advance Johnson up to second.
Up next for the Governors, the designated hitter, number 17, Miles Stifle.
So bring up Miles Stifle now, 1 for 2. Fly out to right fielder Jacob Jerichoski. And then he would single out to left field in the direction of Caden Graff. And Stifle up the third base line and eventually roll foul for a strike, and it's 0-1. Stifel will make his way back here to home plate. And I can tell you this, as far as the fall and winter sports schedule, we'll be adding some more games some point on Thursday, as we'll be meeting with one of our regular schools to discuss plans and add more games to the schedule. Be a jam-packed couple of sports seasons here, and then roll around to the spring. We'll see what happens here, but I believe we'll be back at post 400 baseball in the spring and summer. But we'll leave it at that. As more develops, we'll certainly let you know. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. 3 ways to follow us and find out more information as it happens. Magnitude SN is the handle on Twitter. Magnitude Sports, one word, on Instagram, and Magnitude SN on Facebook. That one's popped up center field, driving back his claws, and it's over his head again. And it rolls all the way to the fence, hits the blue beam, almost for a ground rule double. And coming in to score here is Jack Johnson. The game is tied at 2. And it's an RBI double from Miles Stifel into deep center field. It was almost popped over the fence.
Second baseman, number 6, Ryan Kipe.
Ryan Kipe 0 for 1, grounded out to third on the mock-to-mock connection. And then he was walked the second time he stepped up to the plate. 1 away, runner on second is Miles Stifel. Got there on the RBI double. This is pitch 89 and 90 coming up for Colton Almy. Here in the top of the 6th. And now the game is tied at 2, more if needed. And the pitch. They'll just miss for a ball. 1-0 to Ryan Kipe. On deck is Jackson Clitfell, if no double plays happen. And the 1-0. And that's hit towards third, and it's fair. And it will roll into left field. And rounding third from second is Miles Stifel, and the Governors take the lead on another RBI double. So back-to-back RBI doubles, one for Miles Stifel that scores Jack Johnson, and now one for Ryan Kipe that scores Miles Stifel.
Clitfell.
And he just barely snuck that in the backside of the third base bag to keep it fair, too. And a bad break for the Stars and a lucky bounce for the Governors, as we'll have a meeting at the mound here. Once again, I have Almy down for 89 pitches, and we'll see if that'll be the end or not. So Almy, 89 pitches, 60 strikes, 29 balls. It doesn't look like he's being taken off the mound. He'll stay there. We'll see if they can finish out this inning here. 1 out, runner on second. Back-to-back RBI doubles for Bismarck have given them the 3-2 lead. Pitch will come in low for a ball. 1-0 here to Jackson Clitfell. And that one's popped up, and it's way out of play over in the wiffle ball field there. parked up near the fence when I pulled up into Starry Bank Field, and the kids looked at me like, "Are you crazy? We're gonna hit some foul balls. Those wiffle balls will hit your car." I was like, not worried about that. And he'll ground it towards first. Mock will juggle it, and coming over is Almy, and he got it there. He got his foot on the bag just in the nick of time. It'll be a 3-1 throw out at first on Clittville that advances Kipe up to third.
Back to the top of the order for the Governors. It's the right fielder, number 11, Carson Matchenbacher.
So Clittville to third now with 2 away, and Carson Matchenbacher returns us to the top of the order with pitch 92 here for Colton Almy. Almy sets and delivers. Up a little high for a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0. And that one's hit well. It will not sneak by Easton Rarick, but he will not get the throw over. He will get the throw over in time, and that ends the inning. They'll strand Ryan Kipe on third, and the Governors get 2 across in the top of the 6th. They now take the lead 3-2 here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. We're back after this break here with the bottom of the 6th right after this. Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, it's 3, 4, and 5 for post 400 stars here in the bottom of the 6th. Now trailing by 1, 3-2. Jackson Euler on the mound will toss pitch 60 to start the bottom of the 6th. And pitch 60 gets by the shortstop, Pigors, into center field. And that's a base hit, and sent on with another single, and he's 2 for 3 here today.
For the Stars, the pitcher, number 16, Colton Almy.
Isaac Pigors making a dive there, nearly snagged it too. It just snuck by him. Give him A for effort on that one, no doubt about it. Okay. And the pitch inside for a ball. 1-0 here to Colton Almy, 0 for 2. Line drived into the glove of Ryan Kipe on his first trip to the plate. Then he grounded out to Pigors, the shortstop, on his most recent trip. Now we'll see what he does here with a 1-ball, no strike count. And the delivery, inside ball 2. Once again, the runner on, Kobe Sen, who after a forever drought of hitless at-bats, gets on with a walk or fielder's choice or hit by a pitch or a walk, but he never got a hit. And now he has 2 of them in the same game, and that's got to put a smile on not only his face, not only his parents' face, but the smile on a handful of Stars faces. Stars fans' faces is what I meant to say. And this is a nice bunt down the third base line. Shell charges up, fires it over, did not get it there in time. And now the throw back up to second, and he is safe. So Kobe Sen nearly survives just barely there on the near tag out at second.
Up next for the Stars, the first baseman, number 18, Andy Mock.
So Almy on with a bunt single down the third base line. Nobody out, 2 runners on. First and second, Kobe Sen second, Colton Almy first. Andy Mock 1 for 2. Single to center and a fly out to a backpedaling Ryan Kipe in center field, or right field, excuse me, on his most recent trip to the plate as they try the pickoff there on Sen at second to no success. And Jackson Euler now with 62 pitches, 42 of them recorded as strikes. Throw to third. Now he was thinking about the throw to first, but they will get the leadoff runner send at third for the first out. Runners remain on first and second as Andy Mott reaches on the fielder's choice.
Hayden Graff.
So Colton Almy moves up to second. Andy Mock to first. Now it's Caden Graff going for one. Grounded out and a walk, and this is a pop-up here to Ryan Kite, and Kite makes the grab. That's out number 2. So after getting 2 runners on, they get 2 quick outs. And now it's up to Tate Gustafson to keep the inning going here for the Stars.
Due up next for the Stars, the catcher, number 3, Tate Gustafson.
.14 hits in the ball game and produced 5 runs. It's been a good one so far. This one lifted up to left, has a little bit of carry, and it carries right into the glove of Ben Patton. That ends the 6th inning of play.
No runs scored on 2 hits, 2 left on base. No Governor errors. Your score after 6 innings of ball. Governor's lead 3-2.
All right, we'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
The catcher, number 2, Crew Walker.
All right, welcome back. So a couple of defensive changes here for the Stars in the 7th inning. Ethan Claus will come onto the mound to pitch, and now move Colton Almy out into center field. Otherwise, everybody else in their same positions. And the first pitch there from Claus comes in for a strike to Crew Walker, who's 0 for 2. Grounded out to short, then he was hit by a pitch, then he grounded out directly to first on his 3 trips to the plate so far today. And now he faces an 0-1 count here from the new pitcher, Ethan Claus. He'll wind up in the delivery, and that one's fouled off for 0-2. So the Stars hoping to keep it a 3-2 game and then set themselves up for a win in the bottom of the 7th, or if you're a Bismarck fan, hope to hold it off and win in the bottom of the 7th, if not force extras. And a 3-pitch strikeout to start things off for Ethan Claus.
Now batting for the Governors, the shortstop, number 7, Isaac Pegors.
3-2, both teams with 7 hits. Neither team has committed an error. Bismarck's left 7 on base. The Stars have left 4 on base so far in this contest. And that's a quarter swing there that'll roll out to Kobe Sen, and he'll fire it to Mock for the 4-3. So it's another ground out for Pigors, and that brings up
next for the Governors, the left fielder, number 9, Ben Patton.
Patton's also for 3. A ground out to short, fielder's choice, and a fly out to center. And this one is hit foul. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike now, and on 5 pitches. 1 ball or on 6 pitches, 1 ball and 5 strikes. And a little chopper right back to Claus. He'll run it over to first himself to take care of the Governors here in the top of the 7th. Now it's time for the Stars to see if they can get 2 and walk it off, or 1 to force extras. See what happens when we return after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Stars, the third baseman, number 35, Eli Mock.
All right, you heard it from our PA announcer, Eli Mock leading things off. It's batters 8, 9, and 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Eli Mock, Jake Jerichoski, Easton Rarick. Pending changes. And the first pitch comes across for a strike as Euler will try and finish out 7 innings of play. He's on 66 pitches now, and 46 of them have been recorded as strikes. And with 67 pitches, he now has 21 balls, and the count goes to 1-1 to Eli Mock, who is 2 for 2. Mock with a double down the left base line, and then he singled over the head of Ryan Kite, the second baseman, into right center. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And this one, a chopper over the head there of Euler, but not past Pigors, and he'll fire it over for the 6-3 ground out. And that's 1 retired here for the Stars.
Now
and 2 more outs would equal a Bismarck win in Game 1.
Jerichoski.
Jake Jerichoski will try and avoid that, though. He's 1 for 2. Reach base on a bunt fielder's choice, and then reach base on a fielder's choice. Takes the first pitch a little high for a ball here. It's 1-0 to Jerichoski, and the next pitch for Euler. According to my numbers, this is pitch 70, and it comes in for a strike. 1-1 the count. 48 strikes, 22 balls on 70 pitches. There's pitch 71. He's starting to throw those back to back to back. He's just taking no time at all. It's like as soon as he gets the ball, he sets, winds up, and throws. Now Jerichoski will step out and force a little extra time here. 2-2. That one's a little low, and it's a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the payoff. Grounded out towards Kipe. Kipe will take a couple hops. Johnson will get the grab, and that's out number 2.
Due up next for the Stars, the shortstop, number 2, Easton Rarick.
So Easton Rarick 1 for 3. Line drive out to Pegors at short. Then he tripled to center on a 2-run RBI triple. And then he would fly out to right center. And I believe that was Klitfeld who caught it in right center there, as he would call off Matchenbacher as both of those are charging in for the catch. 1 ball and no strikes here to Easton Rarick. Easton Rarick accounts for the 2 runs that the Stars have. Once again, he got that 2-run RBI triple to deep center. Back in the 3rd inning of play. And the inning will keep going as that one's hit to left. It's good for at least a single, and now he juggles it and he'll move to second, and we'll see if they record that as a hit and an error or just a plain double. And they do charge it as a hit and an error.
Pitcher number 15.
So it'll be 8 hits and an error. So Rarick will get credit for the single, and then the error on the left fielder will advance Rarick up to second. That's the lone error of the game, and that puts a runner on for Ethan Claus, who's 0 for 3. He struck out swinging, struck out looking, and then he flied out to center field. And the tying run for the Stars with 2 out is in scoring position. And here's the pitch. Up high for a ball, 2-0. Kobe Sen is on deck if Claus can reach base. And a 2-0, swing and a miss, and I think he fouled it off the chest protector there of Crew Walker. Time will be called here as umpire will go up and request a new ball. Two balls and a strike. And that's fouled off into the, probably the other field there. If you've never been to Thorlton Baseball Park, there's about 8 baseball fields here, and Starring Bank Field is one of those 8. And it's going to be a drop third strike, and he will make it to first. Runners on the corners on a drop third strike.
Now batting for the Stars,
and now it's up to Kobe Sen.
Baseman number 10, Kobe Sen.
So 2 for 3, a single, a ground out, and a single. Both singles went over the head of the shortstop, Isaac Pegors, into left center. And now the Governors will talk things over here as the tying run is on third and the winning run is on first here for the Post 400 Stars with 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. 2 runs on 8 hits and no errors for the Stars. 3 runs on 7 hits and 1 error for the Bismarck Governors here. And this is just game 1 of the doubleheader. Got another one coming up after this one here, and we'll see if the second one is as an exciting ending here as this one could potentially end up being. Well, Stars fans are on the edge of their seat. Governors fans probably the same way, but for a different reason. They don't want that run to come in, and the Stars fans definitely want Easton Rarick to come in from third. And Kobe Sen, who prior to this game was on a huge, long hitting drought, has now gone 2 for 3 with a single, ground out, and a single. Runners on the corners in the pitch, and he's going to fly that one to left field, and that is going to be good for the out, and that will retire the Stars.
In the bottom of the 7th, no runs scored on 1 hit.
And that'll be your final score.
Left on base. Final score
as the Governors hang on and avoid a Stars tying run on third from coming in. And they pick up a 3-2 victory in game number 1. That'll wrap it up for game 1 broadcast. And once again, Eric Tianson will have game 2 for you when in about 20 20 minutes from right now. We'll get things set up for game 2, and we'll be back on the air in about 15 to 20 minutes. And Eric Tianson will have the play-by-play on that one for you coming up next here on Magnitude. Stay tuned.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.